it since 219.
Brought it
But
to the
for
last
the
time,
record,
we showed
But
you.
we're going through this so everything's in compliance.
I
Jay
am now
has the
here.
floor.
I am now here officially, and the goal is to get you into compliance.
And that's what we're gonna
Whatever I have to do to get you into compliance, short of taking the test for you, okay, we are going to do over the next 30 days.
Just real quick, Jay, we had you scheduled for our special meeting a week from today to do
I can't
training.
give you ethics.
But can you?
I can help you with funding, but I can't do ethics.
Can we schedule you for 1 week from today for our funding and ethics and all of that training?
1 week from today, I can do funding, and I can help you with code of conduct.
And
ethics, I will talk to the city attorney about.
And Ralph M. Brown Act stuff for the committees.
And what I want to do is, I'm going to have myself and Ivan Spiegel, if you'll give us enough time, and I'm sorry to the presenter.
Here's what we're going to do, just real quick. But just, so before everyone gets out of hand, any actions on funding that we take tonight, after everyone's trained next week, we will re-adopt the consent calendar.
Sure.
So all of this, even if it just is for like smiles and waves, we are going to redo next week once Jay makes sure everything is done. So before everyone gets
and just for everyone else's knowledge, every vote you take tonight, you won't be able to count because you didn't post your agenda on your website, and it's a violation of the bond policy. So it's been verified that your agenda is not posted. So therefore, any action tonight is negated, and you'll have to re-adopt it at a special meeting, or if you do it next week.
And happily, we're having a special meeting next week. Yes.
And we can do that.
Good.
And again, we're going to help you get it all up to speed, and keep everybody happy.
Let's Mr. Hanson.
So just real quickly.
It's like herding cats.
Hubbard, Skelton, and some of them may not even be on the board anymore. God only knows.
Here, let's write this down. If your name comes
I'm
up.
gonna get it, so hold on.
Hubbard, Skelton, Lazarovitz.
Don't say Thomas.
Whoa.
Waleko. Now, Lazarovitz is actually, who's Lazarovitz? You're good until midnight tonight.
Until midnight.
You don't take this the wrong way. No one to take this here. You expire at midnight. Okay. Waleko, Patton, Camera. Now, Camera is missing everything. Okay, Patton is missing funding, and Noel is missing ethics. Okay? And we're going to get everybody up to speed.
We are.
We don't have to talk about this anymore.
No.
By next week, this is all done.
Thank you, Jay.
But again, for various reasons tonight, whatever you do,
we're going to re-adopt next week.
You're going to have to redo next week.
That's fine.
Okay.
Are you going to get in touch with the city attorney for?
I am going to contact the city attorney to come down and do ethics training with me.
Good.
And please correct the agenda. I'm not a commissioner.
Yes.
So I got a lot of flack for that from downtown going, you're a commissioner? I said, well, she's a mayor, I can be a commissioner.
Yeah.
Touche, Jay, touche.
There you go, Jay.
Jay, can we just announce that you don't have to have a password to do ethics training?
No.
Or funding.
No, you know, for those of you who haven't,
It doesn't have anything.
for those of you who haven't taken ethics, you can go online and take it.
When I tried it, it said it was a password. What's the password?
There is
No password for ethics.
Okay, Mr. President, are
Yes.
we done?
So I'm sorry to interrupt
So,
you, and hopefully next week you'll get your money.
yes.
Next Wednesday's a great.
Well, luckily it's in October,
Yes.
your event, and at the end of October. So, yeah, we're hammering through the ethics and funding training. It's the arduous slog that is running this council. The vote has already taken place. We're going to re-adopt what we did tonight next week. So, I mean, unless you really enjoy it here, you can come back next week. But the vote went through, and you got $9.99 out of us.
Thank you all very, very much.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, so Mr. Hanna, Mr. Hanna. So the LAPD is going to be requesting funding. I believe I can still sit through this as we're not voting tonight, so we don't have to get up.
We can vote and re-adopt it again.
Well, we can't, Joseph.
We cannot vote.
Sarge, the floor is yours.
We can introduce.
Okay, very good, very good.
So we, as I stated before last time I was here, I think about a month and a half ago,
first, thank you for inviting us back. We are slowly, maturely, doing a lot of projects in Van Nuys to, again, the word community policing comes in place where people come into the station. So we are working on several projects in Van Nuys right now, and we are in the process of doing that. We have a memorial garden that we're working on. We have a divisional mural. We're also working on the landscape design around the station, and we're making stuff happen. As I stated before, all the funding that comes, it goes straight to the station beautification fund, and from that it goes, under the Mid-Valley, and then we actually have contractors that come in and give us bids, and this is how we get our funding going. Graciously, we received $2,500 last time, and we are applying again for another $2,500. I know that Councilman Kokoria's office have a matching fund where they did promise to match whatever is being given from Van Nuys Council District. And that's the process where the council will have to fill out some paperwork, and I'll work with Jeanette for that. But I don't know if you want to talk about the project that we're working on. And I brought my partner here with me, Jennifer, Officer Jetnick.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hello. With regards to the officer memorial area, I don't know if any of you have you've all driven in for any of the meetings. I can just talk louder. In 21 years, I can talk louder. Trust me.
Bravo, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry they're disrespecting.
That's all right.
They're not.
If any of you have driven into our POV lot, and on that right-hand side, it looks atrocious, and I'm just going to say it looks like a dump. I have personally been at work at Van Nuys for 10 years, another 5 years prior to that when Valley Traffic was there. This is one of the oldest buildings in the valley.
Yep.
Since we have brought this up, and I was assigned this, a lot of the officers have stepped up wanting to really memorialize not just themselves, but the past and future officers to come. So what we want to do is go in there, be very green friendly, drought tolerant, be very conscious of not using a whole bunch of water, and really make that place stand out again. Not just for the officers, but pride in Van Nuys and in our police station, which is your police station. And that's the whole goal behind the whole memorial, as well as the officers that have served Van Nuys, that dearly love Van Nuys. And that's what my sergeant so graciously has asked.
So you guys are coming with a $2,500 request?
Yes,
Mr.
I have it
Hanna?
here.
All right, so then
Discussion?
And I can vote as soon as
Jeanette
she
will-
reads
Yeah,
it.
she'll run it for us.
Jeanette will get this, is all the paperwork in order?
Yeah, yeah. So
So we
what
can
I-
vote on this next month?
Yeah, we're not gonna have.
Yes, Maddie.
I've been networking, as you know, with other neighborhood councils in the course of what I'm doing. And one of the
Next month or
questions
next
that came up related to a project similar, very similar in dynamic going on, is whether the neighborhood council funds can be used for capital improvements. And so I caution we should probably get some advice if our funds can go for this. And there was another one that was like a locker room or something. I believe there's limits to what the neighborhood, and like I said, it needs to be researched. I'm not the person that has the answer. I'd like to caution before we go down the road too far that we get that answer.
We're not voting on it tonight, but thank you for bringing that up, and we will look into that for sure. Candy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Maddie, thank you for what you stated there. But if you took a look at the 12th district, if you looked over at the 3rd district and how they work with the police department, it's sad that you're having to do that. It should have been done by the community. Who protected them? Those officers who were on that wall. But you're doing it, so we have the police this, the police that, but they're not doing their job. So I apologize that you're having to do it. It's kind of sad that, you're having to come here and you work a long day and here you are. So hopefully we'll get the money for you. If not, maybe we can raise the funds within the community and I'll be willing to donate. And I won't be like our 7-Eleven guy, promise something and never show up with it. We'll give you a commitment and we'll get that money raised.
I can say I appreciate that, but that's part of joining the police with the community. We have pride in our station. We now have pride in
There are a lot
our
of people who
community.
don't step up.
I'm very territorial of Van Nuys. I've been all over the city, and I still come back, and you guys are stuck with me, no offense. You guys are stuck. So
You're stuck with us.
I like the fact that, yes, we do need to improve it, but it's a partnership, and this is part of our partnership, so I
more of
appreciate
your
it.
job than it should be.
That's okay.
We'll help as much as we can. And we'll
Thank
do
you very
whatever we
much.
can for the LAPD.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Service
George.
and dedication that you guys do.
Yes, Maria.
I was trying to get Matt.
Okay, well, very good. Thank you, Mr. Hana.
You want to come back next month?
Yes,
Yes.
we'll circle around with,
Next week at the special, because we
special
gotta
B.
be done.
If they can have their paperwork in by then, that's
They
fine.
have the paperwork.
I've got it.
Okay,
No,
well,
we have to.
We
do
just have to
the-
take your ethics
the
test.
ethics.
yeah, we have to make sure that, we're all
I just gave them mine. 'cause I
Okay,
got
yours, but
Very good.
everybody else.
What time
We,
will start next Wednesday?
Yes, I
we
know.
can try to put it on the agenda for next Wednesday, but if not, it'll be next month for sure. Is it time sensitive, or we,
No, I just want to know when you would like us to come back.
Jeanette?
You always welcome.
Yes.
Okay, he says it's not time sensitive. My OCD says I want it done as quickly as possible.
Actually, we,
You know
okay.
how women are.
Here's the thing. September 22nd, this is where we're gonna have the next morning where we're inviting a lot of community members. We have a barbecue, and this is where everything is gonna be on.
That makes sense.
As well as the
So,
families that have fallen off.
And then the
Okay,
families,
so,
actually the family of the fallen officers as well.
Are we, you wanna put it on the agenda next week? Just
Yes.
email me to remind me.
Yes,
All right.
that's what I'm saying.
We'll, yes, that's
So you want me
fine.
to come back Wednesday, next Wednesday, or do I need to come back?
You don't have to come back, we've got all the paperwork, we've vote on it.
We're gonna vote on it.
very
I
good.
We're
could be,
gonna vote.
I
Very
could
good.
be here next
We're
Wednesday.
gonna vote
That's
on it.
not-
All
But you're
right.
always welcome.
And you all.
Let's move, yes, thank you, absolutely. Let's move through the agenda. We'll do public comment at the end so we can get through our business. 8B, connect the dots. These people have asked for this to be tabled, so we will table that.
Why?
Why is a
I wanna know
great,
the reason.
it's in the emails. It's in the emails.
Hey.
Next up, 8C, 6075 Van Nuys Boulevard, conditional use to expand the existing conditional use of selling alcohol. A request for a CUP to allow for an expansion of an existing deemed to be approved general off-sale alcohol license. Motion and action. Now, is this the 7-Eleven?
Yes.
All right, are these people here? Very good. So are you Michael Pauls?
I am.
Michael Pauls, you have the floor, sir. Welcome.
What do you suggest I put my easel?
Right, everybody see it? Right here.
And Mr. Pauls has circulated the conditions
This is from us.
that we would like to see adhered to.
Is this in connection with Paul at all?
This
Right by the
is not
tracks.
one of Paul's stores, no.
No.
It is or it is not?
It is not, it is not.
Are we for sure on that?
We are for sure on that.
Yes.
Where is the store
This
located?
gentleman represents, you're not the owner.
No, I represent the owner.
The owner also owns the one on Sepulveda and Victory, right?
No, the
Van
owner is
Van
Karen
Owen.
Hussein.
Okay, Sepulveda and Van Owen then.
Yes,
Yes,
Sepulveda
okay.
and Van Owen.
Okay,
That's
very
correct. That's Karen Hussein.
Mr. Paul, you have the floor. Pauls, you have the
I
floor.
appreciate that very much. For the sake of brevity, this has been a long meeting.
This is short for us,
And
sir.
I'll try to make a short presentation. Again, this is a convenience mart that has operated this location for over 50 years. There's been an alcohol license there for 50 years. My client recently purchased the 7-Eleven, or purchased the business, invested over $650,000 to convert the business into a 7-Eleven. The reason that we're before you today is approximately 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago. The business was originally purchased. It was expanded 10 years ago. But what had occurred was that the City of Los Angeles Planning Department had missed an opportunity to require the applicant to go through a conditional use permit process. It was an error. The alcohol license was transferred at that point in time. An ABC license was issued. What's occurred now is that 7-Eleven has to be placed on the license, and 7-Eleven being placed on the license, the city planning department did a better job. They caught it this time, so we're going through the conditional use permit process. Because 7-Eleven is a partner in the business itself. The business itself does not have a parking lot, as you can see. That 90% of the customers, as a result of its location, are transit customers. And there's a bus stop that faces the 7-Eleven, And so they're reliant upon transit customers and transit customers' needs also.